What's up everybody and welcome to the channel. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at this 2026 Toyota 4Runner. This is a TRD Sport Premium 4-wheel drive, finished off in the Heritage Blue color. MSRP is just over $58,000. So the 4Runner is still a body-on-frame SUV. Not really many vehicles compete with this directly. So let's go ahead and see what the newest generation is going to have to offer. Now there are two engine options available. There's a standard turbo and there is also a hybrid turbo. This one gets the standard engine. This is the iForce. You're gonna find this is a 2.4 liter inline 4-cylinder turbo engine, making 278 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque. We have an 8-speed automatic transmission, 4-wheel drive system. And then with all that, it has a 19-gallon fuel tank, and you can expect 19 miles per hour in the city with 25 out on the highway. Curb weight's 4,800 pounds and towing is 6,000 pounds. You're gonna get this nice gloss black design throughout the headlight, got LED, standard bulb as well, a black upper grille, nice Toyota logo, and then we have a forward-facing camera, safety sensors, parking sensors, LED fog lights, nice gloss black trim, air dam on the lower side with recovery hooks. So this is the new Gen 4Runner. It has a lot of characteristics from the old one, just more modern appearance I would say, and it overall really does look pretty good. You got a nice bold hood with this trim piece in black, sharp lines all throughout it. And then at the side, you can see the body colored fender flares, this nice cutout to allow airflow. Cool set of 20-inch wheels. Got the TRD name, the satin dark gray, machined silver throughout it. Really nice set of wheels. I like the sharp lines throughout the lower portion of these doors. We also have body color and gloss black on the handles, and then we have body colored mirror caps. Got a camera, a turn signal, black trim. There's a sunroof up above, and then gloss black on these roof rails. Got the TRD Sport name, and then this rear window curves upwards like older generations. So really cool classic style they've added to it. Side profile is very similar to the previous generation, just has that 4Runner style that we know and love. Nice body color rear fenders, of course, and then a cool set of blacked out rear LED taillights. We also have an integrated spoiler in the body color. Wiper blade is tucked away. Got your third brake light. Toyota name is written into it, and then of course we can still open and close this glass by using the button. So that is an awesome feature. Not really many SUVs have something like this. So sliding rear glass is fantastic. And then under that we have the 4Runner name written out, gloss black. You got your parking sensors, trailer hitch receiver, spare tires underneath with a recovery hook. It's a really good looking SUV. Again, just a modern version of the old one. I think it just looks great. And this spec itself is just a really good combo. We have our button right here. We can go ahead and open it up. Now being the non-hybrid, this one is gonna have the most cargo volume. You have this flat load floor right here. And then I have those seats in the flat position, so you can see just kind of what you're dealing with here. We got a speaker, plug, light, all sorts of storage on the fender arch areas. So it's really practical, and you can get a third row if you really wanted to in this specific version. If you opt for a hybrid, you're gonna have like this 6-inch bump going all the way up to those seats, which of course is the battery system. But still very practical and roomy back here. As we make our way to the interior, we have the black SofTex interior. And then with these seats, they will go up, of course. You can also tumble them forward, and then you're gonna have even more floor space that all is flat with the whole floor. So nice way to mix and match. From here, we can just lift these seats up. Now, with the recline angle, it reclines a ton, as you can tell. You have the armrest and cup holders right in the center, and then I like this kind of camo style with the perforations. You get the smooth SofTex as well. We have air vents, plugs, there's storage, and then on the door panel, we even get a cup holder and a JBL system. You can see the padded armrests, a little bit of plastic. And then hopping in here at 5'11". Now I actually grew up with 4Runners. My dad has one. He's had 2 of them in the last 20 years. So I've had a 4Runner since I was 15 in the family. I had to slide these forward a little bit to clear the headrest, but knee room is about at my knees, and the seat wouldn't mind an inch taller or so. But overall, it's still pretty family friendly. It's not exactly a luxury focused SUV. So it's not the most comfortable backseat in the world, but it's usable. It's a very utilitarian SUV at the end of the day, where you have the space, you can use it for the family, the recreation. Just a good all-around vehicle, still retaining the body-on-frame ruggedness, the capabilities with off-roading and towing. So good enough back seats. Up front, we're still gonna get some harder plastics, but we do have memory seating controls, all of your window and mirror controls, grab handle, and then a padded armrest with a lot of storage. You got the sporty looking pedals, power controls, and then you can see we have the smooth SofTex and perforated SofTex. So really nice interior being the premium. And then with the memory seating, I can just press my button and of course it will go back to where I had it. Hopping inside, let's go ahead and fire it up. Also, it's gonna have the comfort access, so it'll move the steering column, seat and everything. We have our sunroof up above. You're also gonna get the glass controls, same with the rear window control. So very easily you can open and close that. We got a nice little sunglass holder, garage door buttons under the mirror. And then on the steering wheel, got the black leather wrapping it, the dimple design, controls for audio, voice commands in the screen, cruise controls on the right, stock on the right for all the wiper blades, and then we have our turn signal stock on the left. Now we can scroll left and right on the screen. You're gonna get a lot of different presets, and then we can even hold the OK icon, and you're gonna get a lot more information. So overall, simple to use, what you're used to seeing now on all the modern Toyotas. So just a good, easy to use setup. We have the headlight adjustment, so if you're gonna lift your vehicle, you can keep your headlights level, fuel cap, tailgate release, some silver trim, more of the speakers, and with that JBL system, we have the removable Bluetooth speaker. So great for if you're on the golf course or doing something, you know, going on an adventure, which is what the 4Runner is all about. You got some music. You got some storage over here, a nice lockable glove box, and then the upgraded large screen. Once set up, you'll have the full screen navigation, audio, your phone integration, CarPlay will fill the screen, and then we have trip info, just your basics throughout the car. Under settings, you just have a couple basic things you can scroll through. The camera system is awesome on these large screens. So you have all sorts of different views. You have this one as well, you can configure. And then we have a shortcut over here. So you can easily pop up a 360, or if you're in drive or something, even moving, you can just tap that, get a nice forward camera. You're gonna see heated and ventilated seats. We have our heated steering wheel, temperature control, fan speed, no dual zone. The Tacoma gets it though. You can toggle your air conditioning, modes, and defrost. You're gonna see where I was charging, plugs and storage, nice grab handle, and then for 4-wheel drive, we have the 4 low and drive modes as well. So you can go into your 3 different modes. You got a tone haul, storage, and a padded armrest. You're gonna see some storage down below. And then another look at the interior. The Premium's really nice with the seats. Definitely adds a nice touch to it, and just the style looks pretty good overall. All right, so setting off now in the 4Runner. Pedal to the floor. Getting up to speed nicely. You know, the turbo engine I actually like better than I originally thought, especially with the 4Runner with the insulated hood panel. It's really not a noisy engine. It doesn't really sound like just a little 4-cylinder. So it has a nice little beefy tone, especially in sport mode. It does sharpen that soundtrack up a little bit, but it gets up to speed well, very much better than the old V6 ever did. So at least the base offering in this new 4Runner is a lot better than the only offering in the previous generation one. But overall, it rides pretty good. You know, this is still body on frame, so it's not gonna be exactly a plush luxury car, but it's smooth and quiet. You don't really hear much going on outside the vehicle. Just a nice, comfortable place to be. Seats are really nice. The armrests are comfortable. Steering wheel and shifter are all in a great place. And it's really simple, especially with the climate control. It's just, you got the basics. You got some, you know, goodies like the ventilated seating. The current generation screen system is a little basic. Hopefully they put the new screen that we're seeing in the RAV4 just to give you a little bit nicer and more dynamic screen setup. But it's a pleasant place to be. Visibility is all really good. I like on the Sports, you can see that hood. It looks really cool. But mirrors all work very well. No digital rear view on this one. That should be an option though. I know at least on the Tacoma, the dual zone and that are part of the premium package. So a little interesting that the 4Runner doesn't have those two for being technically the same trim as a premium Tacoma. But yeah, it's smooth enough. It absorbs bumps very well. Drive modes do make a big difference. You know, eco mode makes it a bit more conservative, and then sport does sharpen it up over the normal mode. As far as acceleration from a roll, again, like, it's got the boost just to get you moving, which is really nice. And then even with the 5th window down, you don't get any wind buffeting or anything. So you're able to kind of get that extra airflow in here without any of the negatives. But the 4Runner's a good driving vehicle. It handles so much better than the old one. You don't have that crazy brake dive that the old ones had. Now again, I grew up with an 07 4Runner. That was the first car I ever drove legally, getting my permit. and then a 2016 4Runner a decade later. So I have a lot of experience in both of those vehicles, and they have a lot of body roll, a lot of brake dive, and they're not exactly fun to be in the backseat of. This, the chassis, the handling is just so much better to where it's just a nicer riding vehicle. It's a better handling and driving vehicle too. It's just more engaging to drive, and they've done a good job just making it much better. Hitting some bumps, you know, hitting a massive bump like that, it's solid. There's nothing rattling, nothing creaking. You can tell this is a tough vehicle at the end of the day. It's a truck frame basically on an SUV. So again, I like how Toyota is keeping the 4Runner the way it should be, a body on frame SUV with that rugged character. And it's impressive with the modern technology, they're able to make this handle really good and drive really good, which you couldn't always say about the old one. It just had a little bit of that, you know, body roll design. Now, with all that, off-roading is going to be fantastic in this. This is just a sport, so we're not going to get the differentials, the crawl control, sway bar disconnect, but that stuff is all available on other trim levels. But even a sport with just a basic four-wheel drive system and the cameras, you know, this is going to be an SUV that you can still go places. If you're not hardcore off-roading, this has a cool style to it without having to have things you're not going to use. But loaded TRD Sport, honestly, a great way to go. I could definitely see getting one of these as just a fun overall daily family rugged vehicle. Just a nice place to be.